Yo, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Mike Beats here, and I hope everyone is doing well today. So today I have this Lucki kind of laid back ambient chill kind of beat, you know what I'm saying? Something in the style of his latest album Gemini. I definitely took some inspiration from his other albums such as Sex Money Drugs or Wavy. But yeah man, I ain't got none much else. I hope y'all are going to enjoy today's video. New loop kit coming really soon. It's going to be a far loop kit. Go follow me on IG at Mike Beats _, really helps me a lot. Without further ado, let's just get into this beat. So yeah, just first we are at 130 BPM, and first I pulled up Analog Lab as usual, one of my favorite VSTs right now. I just started off with the soft horn ensemble preset, and the pattern goes like this. Yeah, as you can see, not that complex pattern. I mean, I'd say it's not that complex. I really started off with just laying down a note like at B right here, and we are on E minor, by the way, so E minor right here. So just put down this basic B right here. I put down that B, then I just was building on top of that, so then I put D and E, then I went up to B again, one octave higher. At that point I had this without these low notes, of course. So with this pattern I started off with this top melody. I sometimes might start with the bass notes. I mean, most of the time I might start with those, because after the bass notes it's easier to build up a fire pattern and all. But yeah, it's really simple MIDI in the key of E minor. But yeah, not much about that. And the preset was this soft horn ensemble. And as you can hear, there's a lot of processing on that sound. So gross beat right here, this is probably the first thing that I put on this sound. Just 1-2 beat gate. The volume mix is at 20%. And yeah, I just have this repeating, you know, so if I over exaggerate this effect, it sounds like this. And then I just take it down to 20% like that. So yeah, that's really important for the like movement kind of. Then I just added parametric EQ too, you know. I'm cutting out the highs and the lows. Highs because I added Camel Crusher. This is a free distortion plugin, very fire. And if I didn't cut these lows, it would sound like this. So you can hear when I have the distortion, it's kind of too much. So what I did is I just took down these highs. Now back to this Camel Crusher. We have these different patches right here. I went to the British Crunch preset right here. I clicked that, and then I might have tweaked the knobs a little bit. Now we are moving on to Kontakt, and here I have this Cloud Supply preset, this Coast Check preset, and that's on the keys, yeah. And the Kontakt pattern is almost the same as the Analog Lab, but what I did was I took this bass note and I put them up 3 octaves like that. So as you can see, there's this little top line melody. So yeah, as you all saw, that's a really cool top line for this melody. Me too, I struggle with making a top line melody. Just sometimes I can make a top line melody to save my life, but this is a cool trick that you can use to make easily unique melodies, and like you'll just never run out of melodies basically. But yeah, that's the Kontakt. There I have this Space Blender, a really cool reverb plugin. I have this default preset, and what I did, I just took the time to like right here, just below this midpoint. Space Blender is just a really cool reverb to have, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, then I just have a parametric EQ too. Yeah, I'm just cutting out the lows right here. Like that's the 2 main sounds right now. After that I went back to Analog Lab, and I had this String of Life, and the pattern is very simple, as you can see. B and C stacked on top of each other, and then I took the B and I put it up 1 octave, and it's a little bit on the like offbeat. Nothing much about this pattern. A really big part of this sound is this growth beat, of course. The 1-2 beat gate again, and that's this time that's like at 50%. And yeah, just after the growth beat, I added through the parametric EQ2, cutting out the highs and the lows. Really harsh cut actually. So yeah, a really harsh cut on that sound. But yeah, then I just move on to the next Analog Lab. Oops. So yeah, the next Analog Lab, this 04 string 1, another synth string. And with that I did this again, the same pattern as the first Analog Lab. So I took these notes, highlight them, Control C, go to the pattern and just paste that. Then I took it down, just one octave like that. So yeah, just that simple. Yeah, as you hear, the sound is a little bit like back and forth, like first on the right ear, then it goes to the left ear. It's like panning a little bit, and that's what I like with this sound. The sound is panned 21% to the right, then the stereo separation is at 81% separated. So yeah, right there. And on the effects, I just had EQ that cuts out the lows. Really big thing is that this sound. Then the last bit of melodic instruments, I have this lead of war. As you hear, a really aggressive kind of lead, I'd say. And you know, again with this pattern, as you'll hear, it follows the same note as the bass line. So let's copy that. See how similar they are. So here is the bass line that I did with the first pattern. So as you can see, they are really similar. What I basically did was I took out some notes and added like a few more extra notes and played with the octaves, as you can see. Then again, I have Space Blender, the default preset. Here are the settings if y'all want to copy them. But yeah, that's the whole like melody in its entirety. Really simple. As the beat progresses, I didn't change up any of the patterns. I'ma play for y'all now. I hope y'all took some tips and tricks out of that. But yeah, let's just get into the drums after this melody. Let's just move on to the drum. As you can see, the melody had 5 sounds and on the drums I have 5 sounds. All you basically need for these beats is the 808 clap or snare or both combined. Hi-hat, open hat, and then like a counter snare or something. Most of the time you don't even need a counter snare or an accent snare. But in here I just have the goat snare from my newest kit. Yeah, so let's just start off with the 808. The 808 is this AMG 808 from this upcoming kit. A really subby, really bassy 808, not much high-end with that sound. And yeah, this is the entire pattern, really good, you know what I'm saying, really good. So yeah, a simple pattern. As you can see, I made this first just 4 bars, and after that I just copied that to the last 4 bars, and yeah, nothing changes up right here. But yeah, that's the 808. Then the Luger slap clap. A really cool clap. Basically I just normalized the sound and I took the EQ all the way to the left. If I would put it all the way to the right, it's like kind of muddy and there's no high end. So this is a cool knob to play with. But yeah, this is the clap pattern, really simple. Only difference is that at the end I have this kind of clap fill before the next section of the beat. And I also went in this order, so 808 clap, hi-hat, open, etc. But yeah, after that I added this hi-hat, yeah, so this hat right here. So as you can see, really simple pattern like before the end. So these little 3-note rolls, I just listened the beat with only the hi-hat, so I put on the melody and only the hi-hat. And then I was listening like, okay, so I had the 808 and the clap. Then I was listening to like, where should I put the hi-hat rolls? Where would they sound fire? And most of the time in my beats, the hi-hats sound good like this. So right before the snare, so the snare hits right here, a little simple roll like this. And then I have a big pause on the rolls, and then at the end of the 4 bars I have a new roll hitting at the same time as the clap, and then I just copied that over, Control B, and then at the end really simple rolls again, but I just went down on the octaves. All these sounds are put on the mixer, by the way. And then now the open hat, which is also from the unreleased Dying to Live multi-kit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, that little open hat pattern. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. Tweak your own drums, make your own drum sounds, synthesize them, modify old drum sounds, little sauce for y'all. Then I have the last thing on the drums. I have this goat snare from Mike Beats Drum Kit Volume 2. I'ma leave a link down in the description of my newest kit. Y'all gotta check that out. Y'all gotta copy it. It's full of fire sounds. And I made a video on that drum kit too. And yeah, that's the accent snare, really simple. I routed all my sounds to mixer. I usually do that too. I just route all the sounds to mixer. And even if I don't do anything with those sounds in the mixer, I still route them. Because if I later wanna do something with them, they're just already there. After the accent snare, I added a sub. And with that I have this kind of descending pattern. So I made these first 2 bars, then I copied it over. So yeah, that plays in the first 8 bars of the verse. So this is like the verse, so it plays right here, and then it plays at the end of the beat. Then just the last thing that I did is I made this riser right here. And how I did this was I rendered like the beats, like an 8 bars of the beat. I put reverb. As you can see, the reverb tail is just right here at the end. So I reversed it, I pitched it up 1200 cents, and there we go. So when you have the reverb tail, that's like a custom riser that you switch your beat every time you make a custom riser. And yeah man, that's the whole beat. That's how you make laid back chill beat for Lucki, ambient stuff, you know. There I just have my tag and then this master volume going out. I hope every one of y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all took some sauce out of this. I hope y'all use it in y'all own beats. More videos coming really soon, more glow tutorials, all kinds of stuff, and a sound design tutorial is coming very soon too, so stay tuned for that. Go follow me on IG at MikeBeats_. See y'all in the next video. Peace.